What's up, Impact fans, TNA fans? We are back. Discuss TNA Impact Wrestling, available just about everywhere. Coming off Bound for Glory, which we're going to break down, get into. We also have spoilers from right after Bound for Glory. Also, news about AJ Styles and the Hall of Fame this year, and two bad injuries. I am JaySin here with the Horror King, Gary. His Eagles won again last night, so he's probably going to be a little happier than last week. What's going on over there, Gary?
No, not too much. About the Eagles, back-to-back weeks, we've pretty much kept teams out of the end zone, so I'm doing pretty good over here, Jay.
My brothers are Jet fans, so let me just say. Oh, yeah. Impact is going live. I don't know, I feel like that's maybe something we should lead with, because when the hell was the last time they went live? Years? A decade? 5 years? I mean,
yeah, it's been
Spike TV.
I can't remember what year. It might have been in the last 3-4 years. Maybe we were trying to do that occasional every so often. We'd go live, but like based on what I'm hearing, it sounds like it's going to be some a tape. At least the first episode will be live every taping cycle.
I mean, that would be interesting. I mean, but that would mean they would have to start the tapings on every Thursday. I thought they just got lucky having it on a Thursday, but yeah, we'll see. So, also they announced Genesis is returning. Not sure what that means. If Hard to Kill is dead, I was thinking maybe not have Kill in the name of a major pay-per-view. I don't know. Maybe that's it, or maybe maybe they're moving Hard to Kill or something. You know, maybe it's like, or maybe it was a temporary name. I don't know. Or like some people saying online, Genesis might make more sense because. How about this though? Like Genesis makes more sense because they're like redoing again for the 15th time in the last 10 years or whatever. Like without Scott, this is their first full year without Scott.
Yeah, and I think it means like a rebirth or birth of something new and refreshing.
Yeah,
and it kind of makes more sense than say Hard to Kill.
Yeah, I mean I like it, especially at the beginning of the year. So the live show is January 23rd. At the Boeing Techport in San Antonio, and then there's tapings on the 24th. That's for Genesis. Okay, so sorry, 1 second. Okay, so AJ Styles. This was interesting, and I think a lot of people are taking it the wrong way because of the headline. Report: WWE declined TNA's request to induct AJ Styles into TNA Hall of Fame. Now, there's a bunch of crap from Fightful here about how they also considered Monty Brown and AJ Styles. Remember the word considered. I considered having pizza for breakfast. I went with something else. So AJ has been hurt for a while. I'm sorry, not a while. October 4th. He came back. He was out for a while. Then he came back and he just got hurt bad. So blah, blah, blah. There's all this writing and all. And then, okay, TNA is said to have approached WWE about inducting Styles. However, WWE passed on the opportunity. Although no reason was given, sources within TNA believe WWE's rejection may be related to Styles' current injury or future storyline plans. And that's what I totally believe because they're working with NXT. Rhino, half of his speech was talking how great Triple H and WWE is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, and too, Jack.
NXT people are at the tapings coming up. Like,
yeah.
And like you said before, he's too young. Maybe he's not ready. You know, maybe he should go 5 more years. He's not Rhino, like you said.
Yeah, I definitely think WWE and TNA maybe have a little bit of a pathway to like maybe next year's Bound for Glory. One that has a lot more story driven. It kind of makes sense to bring AJ in. You don't want to bring AJ in like with only like a month build, and that's pretty much what would have happened.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
and it would have been just. I mean, maybe they wanted something bigger. Like, I'm pretty sure even AJ said he wanted to wrestle TNA like one more time. But whatever. Yeah, I think that's totally on whatever. You know what I mean? Like, just his schedule. Or it's not fucking WWE hates TNA when they're working together. Like, they're working together. It doesn't make sense. They're working together.
And I do know with Monty Brown, he's always been very. I'm not going to call him out on anything because I don't know like what goes on in his life daily or anything. But like he's always had issues with like wrestling. I don't know if it's he kind of lost his love of the sport, and now he just wants to focus. I think he's some kind of a muscle trainer or whatnot too.
Yeah.
Like maybe just just doesn't want to be in the spotlight.
I mean, a lot of people just don't want to do wrestling stuff. And I have no problem with that. I mean, look at fucking Brock. Look at Goldberg.
Yeah.
Like these guys have said, like, we don't want to live wrestling. Like, you don't have to. I think people are crazy that do that. And these guys are probably much happier, fucking Brock Lesnar and Goldberg, not living wrestling, like having lives and shit. But whatever.
Oh yeah.
Just
a lot of them went on to do movies and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like having fun, like not being just tied to one thing. I mean, fucking look at what's his name?
Yeah.
He's Batista. Christ, he does everything now. Okay, really quick. I just want to mention Wendy Chu is at the tapings. I mean, there might be more NXT people. I'm not going to mention that. We are going to go through spoilers at the end, but I just want to mention, like, Wendy Chu is still there. So, like, the whole it just doesn't make any sense to it. Whatever. So, El Hijo del Vikingo, after having what me and Gary believe is the match of the night, and I'm pretty sure Christian Thompson, our friend, also had that as their match of the night. I'm pretty sure everybody did, right? Was that just like clearly the match of the night?
Oh yeah, clearly. Kind of like if there was a spotlighted match, it would have been that one.
And I was trying to think, I mean, I thought like a lot of things were good or close. Well, not close. No. But maybe the closest thing for me was a Josh Macklin match, which I was shocked about.
Oh yeah, with all the I don't know, just the things Macklin did.
Yeah,
kind of like pain the whole.
I don't know how to explain it. Like how they're he's losing so much, but I don't know. He's becoming like a super baby face. And if they ever used the goddamn fact that he was in the military and shit,
yeah,
like this guy could be the most over person. You know what I mean? Like, but I
oh
don't
yeah,
yeah. For anyone who listens, I'm not a Josh fan. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
to say the least. But the guy's an incredible fucking wrestler, and they made each other look great. They do. They did. I mean, Josh the great wrestler. And Macklin is fucking Jesus Christ. He's great. He's amazing and everything.
It seems as though too there's an EY Macklin relationship growing on the product.
And I see that as maybe like a passing of the torch, as like you're the man here now.
Yeah, definitely. I could
also see WWE take him back at any moment.
Yeah.
That's what's a little scary. Because I mean, if you think about it, they got the machine guns. Like, they knew what they were doing. Like, they got the machine guns before the deal with TNA. Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, they made the deal, they looked around, they were like, okay, machine guns, you're not going to be in TNA before we show up. You know what I mean?
They must, respect the TNA product enough to just throw the belts on them already, too. So,
it's another thing. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people missed it. But, yeah, they're the new goddamn WWE Tag Team Champions. Holy shit.
Yeah.
A week after signing their contracts on the show.
That's why I say I don't think our ratings are as bad as what maybe are reflected. Like I just kind of feel like it's just laziness. We don't try to.
Yeah, no, I think it might. I think it might be, but it's like they still have way more buzz than numbers or something, just because of the WWE stuff. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, look at the. I'm sorry, we forgot we buried the headline. This was the, the best crowd in 11 years for Bound for Glory. I'm not sure. I don't know how many people were there. It looked fucking incredible. There were people chanting on the outside. You couldn't hear Gia talking. Like, it looks like a different fucking promotion. And remember a year ago. And I'm sorry, I hit. I don't want to keep blaming Scott.
I'm pretty sure some fire codes were probably violated.
Seriously, did Scott do anything like this ever?
No, I can't remember.
Or in the last few years, at least, like.
No, I can't ever remember a Bound for Glory feeling this special.
Like you said before the show, like it looked like a WWE kind of show.
Yeah, I mean,
they had so many fucking fans, and
it's probably all the LED screens and whatnot. But I mean, outside of that, the lighting on the crowd was excellent. You could see all sections.
And that's another thing. Like, you think maybe WWE's helping with that? Like, because they always have problems. Always.
Yeah, I definitely think
this might have been the first show they didn't have a problem. You know what I mean?
The only problem I had with this show, as far as the landscape of it, Jay, is we commented about it before we went to air that we wish it would have been piped in a little louder because such a big venue, so vast. Maybe a lot of the sound was lost because didn't really have anything to bounce off from.
Yeah,
So
I mentioned to you before we're recording. I swear to God, I grabbed my remote because I thought I hit mute during the women's match,
yeah,
which was, I mean, not awesome. What do you think about that match? I mean, I thought that was close to, not close. Okay, let me just say this. Okay, the match of the night was like far above everyone else. Just get that out of the way.
yeah, fair.
So then, after that, I would say Alexander Macklin for me, Jordan, and then no, that's it. Alexander Macklin, Jordan. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, I would. I
What about
probably
you?
just because of the coming out of it, the story. I probably went Jordan and Masha next.
How about
Honestly,
the men's
I
match?
thought the PCO and Matt Cardona thing delivered more than I thought it was gonna do.
Yeah,
But
see, I had such a hard time grading that one.
yeah,
I think I gave it like 2 and something stars. I mean, I don't know, like I don't know how to whatever.
yeah. I mean, just for the carnage, not so much for
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I mean, yeah, fun. It was, and it was a
Yeah,
good, like it was a nice mix.
yeah.
Also, okay, what do you think about the Santana Moose match? I know we're bouncing around, but that's what we're gonna do here.
It felt like more of the same. It just
Yeah,
like we're building Santana up. We're giving him all these these vignettes, and I mean I respect the hell out of Santana, but like where's it going? I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
but out of this, he lost this match again. So
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't even remember this whole story that he. At this point, though, he beat.
no, he won this match. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. So at this point, he's beaten everyone in the system.
But
So
I
like
mean,
so that story is kind of over. Yeah. So that story is kind of over, and who cares? What did it mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's what it feels like. Like, do you think he's a bigger like player in TNA than Moose is right now? Because I don't, and I feel like that's the point of a feud like that.
And obviously
you put a guy over.
Coming out of the tapings, apparently TNA don't think that either. That Moose is, just based on what we heard, or saw.
Yeah, Moose has a pretty big match that happens early on in the tapings, but we'll get to that if you're into spoilers later. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I also got to mention Kazarian because I've seen some complaints about him, and fuck y'all. Kazarian is the fucking man. He said to AEW, "I don't want to sit around doing nothing. I'm too young. I still have a career left." He went to TNA. He kind of dominated the show, you could say. I did see some people complaining, too much Kazarian. Like, fuck that. This dude went just like the Hardys. And seriously, you got some balls if you're giving any shit to the Hardys out there. I think these guys are the draw. Are they not the draw? I mean, like we say all the time, who's more over than the fucking Hardys?
Yeah.
And I think okay, I gotta mention this part because I think everyone missed it. The show ended, right? Well, what did it end on for you, actually? Like, what was the final thing you saw on the show? Do you remember?
Oh, to end the pay-per-view? Oh, all I remember
like the Hardys celebrating with.
Yeah, and then it kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, so then it cuts out, and I'm still watching, right? Me and Robles are watching. My friend who we watch the shows with, he helps with the site and does all kinds of stuff. And we're always like, all right, let's just wait a minute because maybe there'll be like, you never had the post-credit scene that like one time ever. So it's always got us watching. So like we watched it for maybe 2 minutes, and then it popped back to the show, and the Hardys are in the ring, and they're thanking the fans, and like it was so cool. I wish I could remember, but they were like, we're not going anywhere. Like we basically had the chance to be like the old. They said it much better. Like it was like we had the chance to be the old Hardys in other places, but we want to show the world that we're still the fucking Hardys that can, you know what I mean? And he's like, we're with TNA, we're not going anywhere.
Oh, so it's like the pay-per-view after dark kind of thing, like the stuff that people at home.
And people complained about this. I mean, I don't even know if it was on television. And I saw people complaining about this when Scott would do this the same show, like he actually wrestled.
Yeah,
They got a problem when the biggest draws in the company are out there doing it. Like, get the hell out of here, Jesus! What? How many people in the fucking building? Get the fuck out of here! Like, Christ! What do people want? Jesus Christ! The place is. And also, if you look around on Twitter right now, people are saying, which I don't mean it's not true, but whatever. I'm not gonna say it's not true because it's fun. Because it's fun. Fuck AEW fans. But like, people just go by pictures. Like, what's the word? What's the phrase? Like, what is reality? Perception is reality. Like, people are saying TNA is now the #2 promotion again, just based on a few pictures. Like, the last few pay-per-views and the last few fucking AEW shows that look absolutely terrible because they're in these giant buildings. TNA is really smartly using the perfect size fucking buildings now.
Yeah, I didn't see. They said it was standing room only, which I don't doubt it because like
It looked incredible. I'm telling you, I'll show you some pictures I got.
Yeah, you have to do that.
Well, just go to anyone right now. Go to TNA's Instagram. They have some good, great shots. Okay, so pre-show, Bob Ryder and Rhino are inducted to the Hall of Fame. I swear I'm watching Rhino, and I'm like, holy shit, this dude's not. He just won't stop talking. They're not going to get to the fucking gauntlet. And then about 30 seconds later, I had tears in my eyes. He started talking about like Heath Slater and like what he's done for him, and goddamn, so good. Also, the Bob Ryder stuff. Like, if you don't know Bob Ryder, Gary actually mentioned that he used to come to this site, TNA Mecca, where I think it was the first time, like, that's where me and Gary started talking. And this was how long ago was that? Jesus.
I don't know. It's quite a while ago. I remember I'm always
15 years, maybe.
You know, leaving comments to the commenters and stuff right after.
He was seriously.
It was like right.
Yeah, just want to make it clear. The Bob Ryder would pop into this website and just talk to fans really nicely. Like, it was crazy. Like, no one does that.
Right after.
no one does that.
And then sometimes he'd pop in on the weekends and things like that too.
And you could just tell, like, he was just such a like, you can't fake. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You can fake niceness, but like, everyone in the world, look anywhere. I've never seen a bad word said about Bob Ryder. And it got me to think, like, maybe when he died, that kind of, or like left TNA, that kind of gigantic hole that's never been filled. He was a respected one. I don't think there'd be any crazy orgies happening backstage if Bob Ryder was around. But okay, definitely check the. I mean, it's totally worth watching the pre-show just for that. Ash by Elegance and Heather Reckless. I don't know what the hell the point of this was. This is a Impact match. Defeated Zia and Brindley Reese. Like, it was fine.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you, Jay, but man, Ash was really getting go away heat in this matchup here with her partner Heather, and which is unfortunate for Heather because I mean I think she's up and coming and promising, and then you pair her with I don't know, almost kind of like Ash gets like the Giselle kind of heat, kind of like.
And I'll tell you what, she just posted a picture on Instagram today, and I don't know when the hell it's from. She was wearing like a devil costume or something, and the other one was wearing an angel. So that's either for the upcoming show that she kind of spoiled, or it was from last week's Impact, which I don't remember because we're doing one of those reviews where we're not gonna talk about that Impact because I watched it, whatever. But I don't remember what the hell that. Okay, my point is, Ash is so fucking hot. Like, it's amazing that you could put her in a spot like this where she gets go away heat. Like, take her off fucking television, man. Just quickly change her name. She's gorgeous. She's Dana Brooke. Call her Brooke Dana or something. Have her tear her fucking thing off and be like, yo, fuck that. You know what I mean? Pick a new name. This is who I am. Everyone knows me from WWE. That's it. And she's a character. No one knows what elegance even fucking means. What does by elegance mean?
Well, the thing is, Jay, like NWA made the use of Velvet Sky. A lot of people know she wasn't very talented in ring, but very pleasing on the eyes. Why not? Maybe consider bringing her in for like the knockouts matches or something on commentary. Just kind of have her linger in. Let me just cut
off anyone who's thinking that's sexist because I was talking about Joe Hendry. Guess what? I don't want to spoil the whatever, but he's not that great of a wrestler. I recently realized that. I mean, I probably should have seen it before, but like compared to other people, like he's not in the same league as Bailey, Vikingo, Josh, maybe Macklin, maybe definitely Moose.
That's a good thing. I
mean, like, he's a great character. I don't know, maybe girls like him because he's good looking. Maybe that's part of it. You know what I mean? But like, that's part of fucking wrestling, man. You have somebody like that, whatever. Just saying, not sexist. So that was dumb. Pointless match. Don't know why. And also, again, it got me back to thinking these are fucking shows to make people want to buy the pay-per-view. So, like, why would you have a pointless match in there? Unless you just want to show off Brindley Reese, which I guess is fair. Like, hey, we have an NXT person. Then we got the Gauntlet.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think about the Gauntlet? I mean, like, I didn't think it was bad. It was just I kept waiting for like the big thing to happen. Then we got I swear to God, we got to 29, and I'm like, fuck. I know who number 30 is. I know that. No offense to AJ Francis, but like I was just waiting for, you know.
Yeah, definitely with like the lack of fate, like fate, faces or heels, like would have been a good time. Like for why not introduce like what was it you just said was on Explosion in a match with Laredo Kid, Silas Young. That would have been a good time to introduce him.
That's okay. That's okay. We can do Explosion spoilers because not many people watch Explosion, including myself, and I'm pretty sure you. Sorry, everyone.
But I mean, either way,
Well, so fuck yeah, I don't know. Silas Young, man. Silas Young. We're gonna just throw that out there right now. He's on the radar at least. We talked about this guy for like 2 fucking years. Come on.
This Call Your Shot Gauntlet, it kind of came off like an MLW Battle Riot kind of thing. I don't know if you ever seen that, Jay.
Yeah, nothing really special happens. It's boring, and it just kind of happens, and it's there. And
but I mean, I like the placement of it. And I got rid of these like squash match. We didn't get like 2 squash matches to kick off the pre-show.
Yeah, no,
because we already had
I did like
down the road.
Yeah, I did like that. I mean, they started with the they had the girls match, females match. Then they had the Hall of Fame, and then they had the thing. And it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad at all. Like nothing bad happened. It was, and also it was obvious. Like I think because once Kazarian got one, I was kind of like, oh, he's gonna pull a Flair or something here. And he did. He just kept. If you watch the match, he kept laying around. Like there were spots where I'm like, oh, Kazarian's gonna jump up and knock these people out. And at one point, he literally just crawled over to another corner to lay down, like to get a better spot of relaxing.
Well, at one point, Jay, I thought at one point we were going to maybe get a Rhino as a winner, possibly too.
That was the only other, but that was the big problem. I was looking at the last few guys, and I'm like, okay, Kazarian's definitely winning unless they go the Rhino. Unless they go the Rhino way, but I'm like, what is this Hall of Fame night and all? But no, then he would he's gonna get a title shot. They can't do that.
Yeah.
And Kazarian, who the fuck knows? And who knows what Kazarian like? Maybe he ends up with the title after all this. I would not be surprised at all. Everyone thinks like he's gonna put over Hendry, and then Kazarian gets put over. And again, this dude left AEW.
And who knows?
And I'm not shitting on AEW. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? He deserves something for that. And if it gets people to follow, like that could be huge.
Can you imagine if Kazarian does get the strap, if it doesn't draw like Daniels or those the other guy, Scorpio Sky or something like that.
Oh my God, maybe they're waiting for that to bring back someone like AJ. Like, wouldn't AJ Kazarian make more sense than fucking AJ Nemeth? You know what I mean? Like, it's just there's so many reasons. Like,
that's a good point. They could,
They could have a goddamn 3-way. They could have a 3-way. You know what I mean? Like they could have a 3. Even if fucking I don't know who's around from AJ's time, but I'm sure there's somebody else I'm not remembering. Fuck it, throw Eddie Edwards in there. He deserves a fucking AJ match. Dude's been with fucking TNA forever. Guy lost a fucking eyeball or something. Okay, so back to the show. Opening match, Speedball. Oh wait, sorry. Who was in the gauntlet? That was interesting. Rohit Raju. Always great seeing him. Nobody else really though, right? Li Ying Lee, I thought she looked good. The little she was there. Also, I think our boy Hotch had a nice run.
Interesting choice with going with Tasha Steelz entering it, though. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, me too. She went right at the Rhino.
Yeah.
Like, but Tasha's great character. I keep forgetting about this Li Ying Lee. Like I keep saying there's no knockouts.
Oh yeah, her too.
She can be fucking like they need to fucking maybe super push her. Okay, so it starts off like we said, Bailey Vikingo, fucking awesome. I posted I watched the match, thought it was awesome, and then I was posting like highlights from Instagram, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that. Vikingo did a Jesus, what's that fucking move? Everyone does it now. Canadian, the hell is it?
Oh, Destroyer.
Yeah, Canadian Destroyer off the top rope as Bailey was on the fucking was on the
Oh, yeah.
what do you call it, the mat, the you know what I mean, the outside mat.
Yeah,
And like
yeah,
he hit
that
it
often.
absolutely perfectly, like.
Oh,
And
definitely.
then that poor
Well,
bastard got
then
hurt.
he did.
And then the poor bastard got hurt at the tapings, which
Well,
was
then
just
he
fucking
did.
terrible.
And did you see he did something more amazing than that too? He did he stood on the top of the steel pole and did some kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I was like thinking about. Like that was like the highlight. But then I saw the freaking Canadian Destroyer, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Like on from the top to the friggin' outside. Sorry.
Incredible things. Like I that's like the first time I've actually seen somebody kind of get the better of Speedball.
Oh, that dude's fucking. I don't think he's one of the best I've seen. Like in ring, like in terms of flippy guys.
Yeah,
He's just,
definitely.
good lord, like he does like the Phoenix thing. Or to be fair, Phoenix is very close.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know. I would definitely put, if he's not the number one wrestler in the world, I'd put him in top 3 or 4 easily.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, good God. Just the things he does. I mean, you watch the highlights of that match. It's just insane.
But my
concern, you're right. Like usually Bailey's the guy, like kind of the guy doing the spots, and it was like the other way around here. And I really thought they were gonna give him the win. And good lord, I was.
Well, they had commented that.
I think I mentioned TNA's bad luck, but then guess what? They would have to fucking drop the title again because he's hurt for a while probably.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, Jay, they said that Bailey had lost prior to Vikingo at a GCW
never beat him.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, they faced in AAA or something too. Where's he from? Like, I think AAA, whatever. Tag championships match. Okay, this was fine, but I just feel like this was such a good setup for Allie or something.
Yeah, it was.
Rosemary ends up losing, turns on Wendy Chu. So now Rosemary's alone. I mean, I don't know, but she could also be going after the title. Is Jordan, we know, is sticking around for the rest of the year. She's being promoted, but I mean, I feel like now we know she's definitely leaving. You saw the way they embraced in the ring afterwards, like
definitely
kayfabe killing, which I don't like. Do that backstage after the show or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Passing of the torch moment, I guess you could say. But again, she's going to be there for a few months now. Like, it's kind of weird. I don't know. But also, holy shit, Jordan is like this is. I think this was one of her best matches. Like, I thought she kind of carried Masha here a little, which I don't want to. I love Masha. She's fantastic. But like, Jordan is so fucking good.
I think the power difference is like, kind of stands out.
She did like one move. Yeah, she did a move with the ropes where like, she's like hysterically powerful.
Yeah. Well, I'm
afraid she could be like Goldberg and hurt people, but she doesn't.
Well, Jordan's made a career, I know, out of kind of carrying matches with men too. So I mean, it does make a lot of sense here that that's the way you'd feel coming out of this matchup.
I will be really sad not sad. I'll be fucking happy as shit if Tessa comes back, but sad that we didn't get Tessa Jordan.
Yeah, I kind of, I don't know, something about it in me. I was like, more we got talking about it, then I'm like, there's just like no momentum or anything going on, and I'm like, I just got a feeling they're not going to show up at Bound for Glory.
Yeah, I don't think it would be. I don't know. I just think there'd be a swerve because I don't think it'd be like a friendly kind of main event there. I don't know,
or maybe there was the plans, and maybe they're going to be bringing them in at Genesis. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, could be a bunch of things. But also, hey, good for her. Jeez, she deserved this. What, a year ago?
Yeah.
Great wrestler, friggin'. She seriously headlines indies. Like, people don't realize that. Like, that's how. Like, she's like one of the best independent wrestlers in the world, and so is Mike Bailey in terms of like.
Well, see, that's what I was afraid of. If we didn't pull the trigger on Masha, I was afraid somebody would come in there and swoop and give her, a big money deal, and would have been all for nothing.
And don't you think that's why they didn't put it on Hendry, because he's already going to WWE?
Oh yeah. I think so too. I think that
he literally tweeted recently. I think we mentioned this last week. Someone tweeted to him like, "Your momentum is dead, dude," and he wrote back something like, "Wait 4 months." And this was like, what, a month ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So 4
like
months
that, yeah,
is, it's next year when he's working in WWE. So I thought that was even dickish, like this dude's always promoting TNA and stuff, and I always give him so much love for that. But I don't know, kind of a spoiler, wait 4 months, but I'm not here anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about Josh Macklin. To me, that was my second match of the night, very close to Masha Jordan, and then I think there was a little drop off to. Well, no, I liked Santana Moose. I don't know. It didn't feel like. I don't know. Like the match was good. It was
like,
everything was good, but it was like it was over. Like you said, like it was over.
I don't know.
Like,
I've never.
What did Santana win now? Nothing.
I've never really liked the storyline with Santana and Moose. I like the participants, no doubt, but couldn't we have had Santana go after like a smaller?
Oh, it makes no sense. Yeah, one man taking down the system, which makes no sense at all.
Yeah,
and it didn't, like we said, it didn't do anything. Like the system's still there.
and I really didn't get the heat coming in, other than he was Mr. Impact or Mr. TNA, and maybe Santana figured, well, that's who I'm going after, or whatever.
I think TNA made a mistake of not realizing how much fans like Moose. So this was more like a 50-50 thing for me. Like, I love fucking Moose, man.
Yeah, because I mean, Santana's got this big following, and then I think a lot of it's thanks to AEW as well.
I mean, that's another thing. I mean, Santana went to AEW and Moose was carrying. Guess what? Moose has been fucking carrying the company this whole time.
Yeah,
one of the guys, you know what I mean? Like Moose. Yeah, that's what I mean. Moose never fucking left, man. Moose has been the fucking trooper, man. He's fucking done everything. He keeps getting better at everything. But yeah, it's weird. It's like, is the feud over? Because it should be, but I feel like he didn't go anywhere from it. Whatever. Monsters Ball. Yeah, I'm sure you like this. I had a problem with the goddamn. This was the only point where I had a problem. I think it was my internet. So I kept going fucking in and out. Like, I'm pretty sure I missed a really cool part where they had the doors.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I missed where Cardona. I missed where Cardona was bleeding really bad. Was it his leg or something?
Oh yeah, I did see that. I can't remember if that was maybe when he got drove onto the tacks, or was it maybe one of the doors?
That's what I was thinking. I turned. Yeah, I lost it for a second with the doors.
I don't know if anybody caught a small chant. They were when they kept using the doors. I thought at one point it sounded like they were doing the chant of Lowe's.
Oh,
Oh,
it might have been.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what it sounded like. I don't know. It did look like something you'd pick up at the Lowe's store or Home Depot. It's kind of cool.
I mean, yeah, that was fun. I mean, I can't take points off because my internet went out or whatever. But
I know
it sucked for me. I can't wait. I gotta watch this again.
Yeah, I might have to go back and see at what point he started bleeding from the leg. Maybe Christian caught that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought at first it was, when I first seen it, I thought it was cosmetic to make it look like, kind of like a thing where, make it look more brutal than it was or whatever. And people probably didn't, if you happen to notice it, it was like, oh, see, he's bleeding, I didn't know if maybe it was a thing like that, but I'm wondering if maybe when PCO came down, maybe a couple times onto him or something, maybe some of the splinters from the wood went into his leg. I don't know.
Yeah. Wish I saw it. Gonna watch it again. Okay, so Masha Jordan, we talked about that a lot. Yeah, I keep changing my mind, but I'm gonna put this tied with the Macklin match.
Yeah.
As in how much I enjoyed both of them. So
I think what it was with me was the Masha Jordan storyline. Like, even though it was really brief, it was barely 13 minutes. It just was really a lot to indulge, a lot coming out of it. It's kind of like passing the torch kind of thing, and justice for Masha for once, just because
she was on the weird how it was like she had like the murder wall one week, and then like within seconds it was like, no, we're all good with that. Like, and it jumped over to like
it was kind of like some Saw sequel that were Kind of like
Yeah.
some Saw sequels that we're missing that we never saw.
Yeah, like we changed our mind about that match, but okay. So hang on, lost myself. Okay, you mentioned Spitfire, right? Did we miss that match? But whatever, Spitfire won. Retained their titles. How many title changes we have? Just one?
Oh, we
Any?
might want to mention too at the end of that Spitfire Rosemary Wendy Chu match. Rosemary turned on Wendy
Oh yeah.
Chu, punched her out.
Yeah, and I swear I thought, okay, maybe that's the end of the TNA.
Yeah.
What's the name thing? But no, Wendy Chu is back, and I'm really happy to see that. Like, I'm just, I don't know, happy that Wendy Chu is back. She's freaking.
Well, I thought at this point when this happened, I thought we might see a Havoc come down and help Rosemary beat down Wendy Chu even more.
Yeah, I'm surprised she wasn't. I'm surprised Chu wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. I thought something else would happen there, but I guess.
I guess that'll be.
I guess I'm just happy that she's still sticking here. She's still there.
Yeah.
Like Chu.
Well, I mean,
it just shows that the relationship is still going, which I'm happy.
I do think the reason why Wendy is still there is because of Gail Kim. I think she had mentioned not so long ago she was a big fan of Wendy Chu, and maybe she has a bit of an agreement with WWE.
Interesting. Didn't know that. And I will say this: out of almost everyone, Wendy Chu is, from what I've seen, the only person who goes the other way. As in, I think she's a much better character on TNA. Like I watched some of. Yeah, like she was kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. She was a super baby face that wore pajamas. So like kind of like a Kylie Ray, I guess, you know what I mean? Like super lovable baby face.
You didn't get the connection of Chu and Rosemary.
Yeah, and then she became but then she became evil. And it was like, like I just I don't watch it a lot, but I could just tell it doesn't want to, no one really.
She's kind of feeling that.
It wasn't working a lot.
Feeling that do you get that feeling she's kind of feeling too young void a little bit?
Oh yeah. Yep. Or close enough.
I kind of feel
like
maybe that.
Like she's dark. She's got a good darkness or whatever it is. Like it just works it just works better. I don't know. She comes off as goofy in or she came off as goofy as NXT, but okay. I think they kind of messed with the character.
I never seen her in NXT or anywhere.
Yeah. I think they kind of messed with the character a little, and well, whatever. So
maybe to kind of play it up more on the side.
Yeah. So sorry.
Nick Nemeth and Hendry.
Yeah, let's see. I don't want to say struggled with this, but no, that's not the right word. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. I did love JBL. God damn. That clothesline from hell, man. That is just maybe one of my favorite moves ever. And it's just such a it really shows that you can have anything as a finishing move. You know what I mean? Like if you just do it correctly or like whatever it is.
When we had JBL show up on the show, I'm just like, I mean, this dude don't have, he's such a legend that he, any other guy probably wouldn't. I'm not wasting my time with going on the TNA show and, what I mean? Total professional show does not even. He acts like it's like just WWC show or something. Just shows up, does his job, and he doesn't. Just seemed really cool in this role to me. I don't know. It just seemed like kind of like that Joe Doring that we don't no longer have kind of thing.
Yep, that is
I don't know
fair.
how you feel.
Yep, that is pretty fair.
It makes me miss Joe Doring even more so.
Yeah, God, hope I haven't heard shit about him. Hopefully he's doing better. Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people are angry about this, and I just don't know how you can be because whatever, the dude's going to WWE. Like, it's what it is. Like, I think the only reason they kept him around or whatever, is because he was so over. Like, they could have just been like, dropped him for. Not dropped him, but like they could have like a Motor City Machine Gun thing where they just took him off television and he ended up at WWE. I don't know.
Pretty unpopular opinion, probably out there in the fan base, but I think Nick Nemeth as a whole has been a really good champion. I mean,
Oh,
he
no, I
hasn't
agree too.
ducked anybody.
I would say underrated.
You know what I mean?
He really
Probably
brings it
don't like that.
he brings it in the big time matches, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, and he's obviously the better wrestler in terms of like skill with Joe Hendry. I mean, I would much rather put a belt on somebody with skill than to be a character, but that's me.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I don't know. I was talking about this with Thompson. Like, I just don't think. I mean, you know, anyone who's listened, I love characters more than wrestling. But like, I don't think Hendry like. There's not enough characters for Hendry to work as like a top guy. I don't think, because like, who can he out wrestle? And Thompson said,
and
like, I said something to Thompson. I said something to Thompson, and like, what would you rank him like? Or like, you know, I said, like, am I wrong? Is he not a top wrestler? And he was like, oh no, like, he's not even. He said, like, Thompson was like, no, he's not even like top 10, maybe even top 20. I'm not sure. I forget. Yeah. But like, isn't that fair? Like, he's not even a top 10 wrestler on TNA. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is,
because who's he gonna feud with? You know what I mean? Like,
it's finished. Yeah. The standing ovation is not a devastating finisher. It's just basically a one-handed choke slam, and it's
really quick.
Not, I don't know. It just doesn't look. Kevin
Nash.
Like
you know, it's very. Oh no, I hate that. I fucking. Oh my god, I hate that fucking move. And it makes me. Oh yeah, no, it's a terrible move. But it reminds me of like a lot of. He reminds me of a WWE wrestler. Well, like, I don't know, like like the Miz from like an early Miz. You know what I mean? Like he was good at
Hendry, you mean?
He was good at being a character, but like that was it. Like he wasn't ready for the other stuff.
Oh,
and
okay.
I don't know if that's what it is, but I don't know. Whatever. I just like that's why I'm not too angry about this. Let me see everything. Yeah, so there were no major surprises. Yeah, no major surprises, and I thought it felt a bit long. What'd you think?
Oh yeah, well I did look at it. I don't know if it was with. Oh no, wait. You mean the pay-per-view as a whole?
Yeah.
Or the match? Okay, well.
Actually, no, the match. Sorry, the match.
Oh, well, I mean, to be fair, the pay-per-view did go over 3 hours.
Yeah,
so I mean, I'm wondering if they let them.
You're talking a regular pay-per-view,
yeah, it was
right?
like like it was
not with the pre-show.
No, and it was probably a total of like about not quite 4.5 hours of pay-per-view if you really look at it. Because I was actually looking at the elapsed time.
Yeah. My first thought was
like some 4 hours 15 minutes, something like that.
Yeah. My first thought was, yo, what is this, fucking AEW? You know what I mean? Like, I started getting, once I started getting tired, so I'm like, I don't know, that kind of hit me like at one point. It usually does it during TNA shows. I don't know, this just felt a little bit longer than usual, but whatever. Maybe someone talked for too long or some crap, who knows. But yeah, I think we hit on all of the matches. Am I mistaken? No. Tag team. Oh yeah, so Nemeth won. So Nemeth won because of JBL. JBL just came out and knocked out. Also got to give props to Ryan Nemeth, who sold a punch like he got shot in the face.
We want to mention too, Frankie Kazarian was a special guest referee in this match too.
Yes, I mean a lot of Kazarian, which I thought was. I mean, this dude was in what? Yeah, the opening match. I forget the whatever. A lot of Kazarian, great. We're going to see more of him in the future. He has an awesome segment coming up. I'm not going to ruin it, but stick around for spoilers if you want.
Did you see Kazarian at one point when Nemeth got ready to pin Hendry? He did tried to do a quick 3 count.
Oh yeah. I thought that was interesting. That was interesting. I was like, why would he be on? Like, why would he be rooting? I thought he hated both of them equally, but I guess he hates.
It reminded me of the time when Edge and Batista had a rivalry, and they made Edge be a referee, and every time Batista would go into the ropes, like Edge would like trip him or whatever, grab the like he'd do a fast count. I don't it's just really cool. I like it when they kind of do that.
Yeah. Right. Sorry, before I forget, what the hell is the name of the? Okay, I got it. Monsters Ball. Okay, so last up, the TNA Tag Title match. I'm a huge fan. TLC is my favorite match. I'm gonna throw that out there. And I was a little bit worried that it's the Hardys and they're kind of too old for this, but no.
Oh yeah, pretty. I don't know if you caught it. Pretty good.
That's all I got.
Oh, really? Well, there was a pretty cool moment with Ace Austin where he was kind of like jackhammer the ladder over to get the ladder to the center.
Oh, there was a lot of cool shit here. There was somebody said it was a callback to I think Edge and Christian when they swung the ladder and Myers hit the spear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a fair call. And then did you see how far they got that one ladder extended? It's something about it as a construction.
It was a lot of cool shit. Yeah, it was really a lot of cool shit. I love those kind of matches. It's hard for me not to give those like 7 stars just because like that's my kind of match.
Yeah,
I just love that. Like, I don't more than anything. Full Metal Mayhem. I don't know why. And I mean, it's the Hardys. It's like I don't know. They've been in how many goddamn amazing Full Metal Mayhem matches, and I mean, also the System, and I mean, and Ace Austin and Chris Bay. I mean, this was some great talent. And if we'd have mentioned Chris Bay got hurt really fucking bad after in the tape.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why I don't understand why they haven't brought back down TNA Lockdown. Think of the gimmick.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Whole show of that. Jay.
I really think they have a gimmick problem, but this show, they had
mixed bag of goodness in this show.
And again, that's why I like this show a lot. Ready? It had the Gauntlet. It had Grudge Match, which whatever, not too big of a deal. But Monsters Ball.
Nothing horrible either.
And then we've had Full Metal Mayhem. That's 4 or 5, whatever it was. Oh yeah, that's what I said. My thing was very fun show filled with good to great matches. The only problems were lack of major surprises, and it felt a bit long.
Yeah, but I think that it felt a bit long is because, like I said, it fell over the 3 hour. I don't know if maybe, maybe Anthem felt the need to just, we're gonna go over and see how it does. Maybe I don't know. Because I know for every minute you're over, they charge you the pay-per-view provider charges.
We don't.
Any
over. They don't got con money. They can't be throwing that around.
Yeah.
Okay, so
might be an experiment of sorts. I don't know.
Yeah, that's another thing. We friggin' mentioned both of the things about AJ Styles and the TNA going live.
Yeah.
Both rumors. I don't know, maybe from Meltzer, but
nothing came into fruition about Full Circle though. So
yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so the Hardys ended up getting the win. Awesome. I mentioned they gave an awesome speech afterwards, and I mean I can't imagine anyone out there saying anything about the fucking Hardys in any kind of negative way. I mean, goddamn. Plus they're going to the next few events are in Hardyville. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh yeah, well I was glad to see that the shows were still on for Carolina because I know there was some discrepancy. If there was areas where they could go back in there and have these tapings upcoming because of the flooding and whatnot. But that's good that they're going to be able to still run those, especially with the Hardys being on the tour.
Okay, so you mentioned before, I think you would give this an 8.2. Thompson gave it a 7.5. Would you like to change your grade?
Me?
Still time. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess if I went up, I'd maybe be 8.5. I there's some things I would have probably tinkered with a little bit better, like that gauntlet match.
Yeah, kind of.
Maybe that maybe
I give Thompson some crap because they gave everything like 3 or 3.5 stars or whatever, and
I think I would
7.5.
I think I would have just ditched the Ash by Elegance stuff and just say
totally,
or whatever. Maybe tweak some things.
Yeah, and I mean it was the hour. The pre-show was like an hour and 15 minutes, like instead of just making a fucking hour.
Yeah.
Get rid of that match. Like I don't know, that was weird. But again, it might have just been, hey, we have an NXT person for people who were looking to buy the show. Maybe, I don't know.
Could be.
But yeah, Thompson 7.5. Also, Hall from 411 7.5. Think you're both a little harsh. Let me just say that. I gave it an 8.3. Gary said 8.2, I believe, or 8.25, which I don't think is a thing. So you would have to round that up and
8.3. I'll say 8.3.
Man, total tie for me and Gary. Usually never happens. I would have went higher, but yeah, it was like maybe if there was like one surprise, one huge. If Tessa came out, this might have been a 9.
Yeah, I
like,
think
I don't know. Is that fair? I don't know. Is that a fair way to judge?
Expecting a little too much. I don't know.
What do you mean? Like, is it a fair way to judge, or is it like us being dick fans? I don't know.
But I mean, either way, I mean, it wasn't a home run, but I'd say it was a solid triple.
Yeah, at least a double RBI double.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, definitely worth checking out. Nothing bad. And okay, now we're doing spoilers. We only got like 5 minutes, so we're gonna do this fast. This is for the Halloween show. First up, Explosion. Leon Slater defeated Rohit Raju. Rohit's still there. Cool. Zia Brookside defeated Missa Kate. Don't know who that is, but good for Zia. Laredo Kid defeated Silas Young. Holy goddamn. I wish I could do a show on this because how much I fucking love this character and the man. And we talked about him like years ago. I think before even Ring of Honor got bought by, you know what I mean? Like that's how much we wanted this guy to come over.
Throw the checkbook at Silas, please.
Such a good character and wrestler. Okay, so the Halloween episode starts. Danny Luna with Jody Threat ringside. Lost to Ash by Elegance with Heather Reckless and the Concierge. Jesus, they're starting the shows with this now. Heather hit Danny with a broomstick and Ash pinned her. Great. So Ash is now beating the tag champion.
So what? This Silas and Laredo Kid, is that this week's Explosion or is that?
I'm not sure. It looks like it, yeah.
Oh,
actually, okay. I'm not sure. There's 3 Explosion matches.
I might have to go watch that alone just for Silas.
Oh, definitely. And then I might even just review that one because of Silas. But again, Jesus, you start the Halloween episode off with the one thing nobody's into, Ash by Elegance beating one of the members of the tag champions, which is like such a lame fucking move, man. Like we already know there's going to be a rematch.
The thing
That's what happens when you have matches like that.
The thing I hate about these Halloween episodes, Jay, like there might be some graphics on TV, but like can't you like I don't know, provide some kind of thing on staging that kind of makes it look Halloweenish or
well,
you know what I mean? Like
thankfully Frankie Kazarian decided to take it on his own fucking shoulders, this goddamn pimp. He comes out dressed as Joe Hendry in what is called an insulting parody segment. The real Hendry came out to interrupt. He accused Nemeth of conspiring against him last night, which, yeah, he probably did. You know what I mean? Like you mentioned the quick count. Nemeth comes out to defend himself. See, this is where it gets interesting. This is where I think this is where I really think they're getting good. Nemeth comes out to defend himself because, like, Nemeth doesn't know, like, I don't know. How could he not? I don't know. That's what I mean. Like, is Nemeth just a fucking dick? And is he with JBL? I think that has to be the end of the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's like a blind thing that they're trying to pull, you know, like what they're not supposed to be in association and they are.
Yeah. And like Nemeth is like, he'll say something like, yo, I don't know, he would do that or something, that it turns out at the end like he's been protecting him this whole time. That would be cool. But we'll see about that. So Nemeth wanted to give Joe Hendry a rematch tonight. Santino denied it. Again, I gotta go back to what the hell? Who gave Kazarian that spot that a heel would never get? And then Santino's turning down a Joe Hendry rematch? Like, I don't know. Is something up with Santino?
I don't know. He said something. I don't know if it was on the Go Home show. I think he said something like he went to Anthem and he said Anthem said because he was original that he deserved a spot as a special guest referee. And
shit. So I was kind of right. I said there's no way Santino put him in the match. It was someone else.
Yeah.
So they have an unknown Anthem. Or maybe I like that Anthem is in play now.
Yeah, definitely like something going on there.
Like cute Santino, but we're gonna override that shit. Like they have a lot of interesting things happening that I don't think people have been noticing like that.
Well, it made me think about it, Jay, because I know the week before you had mentioned, like, who the hell gives him the right to do anything?
Exactly,
And
yeah. And
answer
again,
for
I
it.
loved it. Again, I love him, but he's a heel. It didn't make
Yeah.
sense, and nobody asked that fucking question. And then you just answered it when I missed it. What was that, on Impact or?
Yeah, it was on the Go Home. I believe
Okay.
the Go Home show. I believe, unless it was on like a backstage
Yeah.
thing, pay per
Shit,
view.
shit, I'm getting good.
I
Nailed that
definitely
shit.
hear,
I think
hear
even
that
you like.
remark.
I think even you didn't believe me when I said it. I was
No,
like, it just doesn't fucking fit, man. He's a heel.
yeah, and I was trying to stay out of it just because of the optimist that I am
Yeah.
sometimes. But
The system of JDC and Eddie Edwards come out with Alicia and Tasha. Wow, was Tasha with the fucking, or she just hanging? This leads to a tag match. Alicia and Tasha stay at ringside. Alicia cuts a promo. Masha comes out to issue a challenge. Oh god. Alicia and Tasha attack Masha. She's saved by Jordan. Santino comes out to make a tag match for next week and then confirms it's for later tonight. I'm sorry. And then confirms Hendry plus Nick versus Dango plus Edwards. Hendry Nemeth versus Dango and Edwards. These are written. Sorry.
we gotta.
PWI writes like an idiot. Or apologies to whoever sent this to PWI.
I'm gonna throw in a comment about Alicia. Management's gonna have to start watching her. Like, didn't she get put through the table in that
Oh
match?
yeah, what do you mean? Like getting too much.
Like, my God, she's like a dainty lady. I mean, I know she's a tough lady, but I'm like,
She's
man,
tough as fuck, man. What does she weigh? 80 pounds? Like,
yeah,
the
you're
fact that she'll
gonna
even do. I agree, though. Yeah.
his wife one of the times.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know what
listen,
AEW.
everyone needs to be fucking careful, man. Look at all these wrestlers getting hurt. I don't know if you saw it, but Jeff Hardy almost could have fucking got badly hurt. His head, I think, hit the bottom rung
that
of the.
bottom rung or two.
Yeah, that could have fucking
Yeah, I
knocked
seen
him
him grab it
unconscious.
too.
I mean, that could have fucking. I thought his head was gonna be bloody when he turned around. I was really scared.
Yeah, I
But
was too up the back of it. You kind of.
But sorry, we only got 2 minutes. Okay, First Class defeated the Rascals. Interesting. AJ pinned Trey after his chokeslam variation. The next explosion. Lee Ying pinned Maggie Moore. I like that they're bringing in these people. I don't know who the hell they are, but
Yeah,
Kaz with his Collier shot cup came out. It looks like he'll be on commentary for the main event tag match. Joe Hendry and Nick Nemeth lost to the Systems, Dango, and Edwards. He just says explosions. There's no fucking way this is explosion.
seems like they got a lot of big things.
This was written wrong.
So.
Yeah, I mean this has to be written wrong. Okay, I guess the Lee Ying match is, I don't know, whatever. Go cry to PWI because I copied it from them. Joe Hendry and Nemeth lost to the System after a miscommunication where Joe Hendry hit Nemeth by accident. Ooh.
I thought maybe you were going to say you got your information from a strung out, intoxicated
Damn it,
college kid or something.
Oh no, sorry. No.
This is from a university where these tape or this.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, might be. Yeah. Well, to be fair, good job whoever did these. I mean, they're pretty detailed.
Yeah.
So yeah, they lost Hendry and Nemeth because of miscommunication. So that'll keep that little thing going with them. And then the next week, super interesting. No one knows about this match. Moose pins Speedball Mike Bailey. Some people are saying it's a title change. We don't know. After the match, Trent Seven came out to console him and turned heel. Thank you, fucking God.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot more believable in that role.
I would have liked to seen your face when he came out in the gauntlet yesterday. Did you just shake your head or look down or?
Well, when I heard his music hit, I was like, "Oh, maybe we're getting a debut in talent." And then I saw all the hair, and then I was like, "No."
Yeah, that's another problem. They could get a little better with music. A lot of them are totally unmemorable. Like you said, I don't know who that was.
Yeah,
we should know when someone's music hits who it is, but whatever. So yeah, Moose pin Speedball, super interesting. No DQ match. Wendy Chu again. Here we go. Lost to Rosemary, and I mean everybody talking about fucking TNA's jobbing out all the time. Like, listen, they are being treated as kind of an equivalent to NXT, which they totally deserve at this point. They should not be on the same fucking thing as WWE. And if anyone thinks that, you're fucking insane.
Yeah.
No one is in WWE's universe. It's called a universe for a fucking reason. Look at the numbers right now, man. AEW is getting absolutely humiliated by them, and they're falling to TNA numbers. And if you want to talk about views and shit, like I think I mentioned earlier, people are saying TNA is the number 2 company because, based on whatever the fuck. Okay, got to finish. We got a minute. Jody Threat and Danny Luna pinned Heather Reckless. So again, they're keeping that bullshit 50-50 thing for a setup tag match. Joe Hendry comes out to cut a promo on Ryan Nemeth.
Yeah, we get to have that on TV.
Yeah, Hendry comes out to cut a promo on Nemeth with all his wrestling achievements. Then he just says he's Nick's brother. The end. So they're setting up a match between them. I guess he's kind of falling down the card before he goes to WWE. Tag match was set up for during the Halloween episode for this. Tasha and Alicia lost to Masha and Jordan clean when Alicia tapped. That's pretty fair. Tag team champions, the Hardys, beat ABC by pinfall, and that's when Chris Bay got hurt really fucking bad.
Oh, damn.
Then the other night, they held a concert with Joe Hendry and Jeff Hardy. Hardy asked everyone to send thoughts to Chris Bay. Yeah, the third Hardy brother. Hardy said, send your thoughts to Chris Bay, which, Jesus, he must be hurt really bad. And Francis interrupted, and it was laid out. Send home everyone happy. The end of spoilers, and we're out of time. We've gone long. We're over an hour. Oh, God, I hope it works right.
Yeah, I'd just like to say on behalf of the channel here tonight, wish everybody happy Halloween, because we won't be doing the more content till after the Halloween holiday. So
Gary's a big Halloween fan. Probably has it on in the background right now like a weirdo.
Yeah, I'm stuff.
All right. Yep. Gary, whatever Gary said, and we'll be back soon. And hopefully you enjoyed. And stop by olddistractions.com 2.0, which is coming any day now. Peace.